here, 1v1 Ashes of Typhon, blue side. LittleBelchenok as a Lord General ranged commander has a retinue of stormtroopers to help him out, which he can add to throughout the game. Good at defense and support. And xHoLyHammerx on the red side as a big stompy Hive Tyrant. Toughest commander in the game by default, fights melee to start off. Has a basic synapse which helps out little Tyranids, making them tougher. Cannot be suppressed and walks right through entire walls and stuff. 3 victory points up for grabs. Contested VP on the east side. Natural for LittleBelchenok in the southwest, and a natural for xHoLyHammerx in the northwest. LittleBelchenok going for guardsman and a sentinel, no doubt, to try and stop the Hormagaunts that xHoLyHammerx started with. He has gone for double termagants. xHoLyHammerx at the time of recording is 4th in the head-to-head leaderboard, always a very top player. LittleBelchenok, no slouch, is 26th in the leaderboard in head-to-head. Sentinel taking pot shots at the Hive Tyrant with its multilass, which is only going to make the Hive Tyrant angry, I think. He finishes the cap, taken down to half health. Looks like he's gonna... Nope, he's gonna retreat. Termagants taking these power points. It's quite a large 1v1 map. These power points, kind of tucked out of the way, are usually forgotten once capped. Pretty good map though. Will we see flamers on these guardsmen to try and make short work of the termagants? We have sergeants on both squads, taking up to 9 members. Usually the first upgrade Imperial Guard players get, since it doesn't cost any power. Belchenok being quite aggressive early on here, forcing off termagants, shooting up a node. xHoLyHammerx uses his relatively fast Hormagaunts to decap LittleBelchenok's natural. Will we see a multi-lass turret put down? No. No sign of one yet. Lord General already has his sergeant retinue member, giving him a medical pack which he can distribute to his allies. Very useful ability. Here comes xHoLyHammerx though with his Tyranids. Triple termagants on the field. No doubt a response to try and take out the Sentinel quick time. Light ranged infantry. We have Toxin Sacks on one squad and a Warrior Brood on the way. Termagants forced off though. Warrior Brood is a heavy infantry unit, starts off in melee, also emits a basic synapse like the Hive Tyrant does, so he has 2 sources of it now. Will we see a Barbed Strangler, which is a very nice tier 1 upgrade in my opinion. Turns the Warrior Brood into a suppression squad, which don't need to set up and do very nice AoE damage. Katashan Devils on the way for LittleBelchenok. This central power point being decapped, is it? Yes. Sentinel of course is a tier 1 vehicle that can decap points. Very quick moving around, though it can't retreat since it's a vehicle. Cannot be suppressed either. Hormagaunts working on his power generator, sorry. They have their adrenal glands, so they're not bad at damaging it, though they are forced off here. There's a lot of stuff in the retreat path. Luckily for them, they are puny guardsmen that can't really do much in melee. Retreating units of course taking 30% more damage from melee and 75% I think less from ranged fire. Katashans on the field then for LittleBelchenok, very versatile tier 1 unit. Have shotguns, have a grenade launcher, and are very effective in melee too. Should be targeting those warriors. With their power weapons they will do very nice damage to those warriors. And one warrior goes down quick time, and another. You see the synaptic backlash, I think it's called synaptic shock, which knocks down and damages nearby non-synapse creatures. I think they were just far enough away there not to be affected. Ouch, lots of termagants dying. xHoLyHammerx having a really tough time early on here, losing tons of units. 2 warriors went down really fast. Now being reinforced. I think he should get a Barbed Strangler. I certainly love getting it versus Imperial Guard. Bomb Gaunts forced off. Holy Hammer has 2 generators up here. LittleBelchenok not going after it. Lord General by default wields a bolter with a single hand because it's augmetic. And a sword. His retinue have hot shot las guns or hell guns or something. Sentinel decapping. Here come the Tyranids, and we do have a barbed strangler on this warrior brood. Watch the damage of this thing when it hits a guardsman squad or even his Catachans. Suppresses everything it touches instantly. Of course they do become quite vulnerable to melee that can get close to them. Barbed Strangler is going to shoot at these Catachans, doesn't hit them flushly but still suppresses the entire squad, as you can see. That one hit much better. Sentinel coming in from the rear has triple termagant shooting at it though, and they all have their toxin sacks. Barbed Strangler warriors still chasing these Catachans. They get a heal though. Must have been given a medipack by the Lord General. Sentinel goes down in close combat with the Hive Tyrant, was trying to stomp. Poor termagants get away with 2 members. The other squad gets away with 5. Ouch, these warriors with their Barbed Strangler are really going to change this tier 1 battle, forcing off 1 guardsman squad. This one's sticking around. Here come Catachans. We see move used. Grenade launcher ability. Not sure why a grenade launcher would make you move faster, but there you go. Getting the Catachans into melee, but they cannot get a model loss on these warriors. Grenade launchers are a decent choice versus light infantry in tier 1, since it also gives the stormtroopers grenade launchers too. Hive Tyrant forced to retreat. LittleBelchenok goes tier 2 first. Tyranids also always have a pretty power heavy tier 1. You can see adrenal glands, 3 toxin sacks, warriors and a barbed strangler. It's a lot of power spent. Catachan is decapping a central power point. Holy Hammer goes tier 2 now, not too far behind LittleBelchenok. Decent tier 1 for LittleBelchenok. Did lose the Sentinel of course, but bled Holy Hammer quite a lot, especially with those 2 warrior losses. Here comes the Hive Tyrant. Would like to see Rending Talons on him, which I think is a great war gear versus masses of infantry especially. Demolition charge was put down by the Catachans, but warriors are the detect unit for Tyranids, so stuff like mines and demolition charges like that don't really work too well against them because warriors are usually around. Here's a creeping Basilisk barrage by the Lord General, well dodged by Holy Hammer. Fantastic play, calmly moving his Tyranids away. Barbed Strangler doing nice damage to those Imperial Guard, but the Lord General now closes for melee. Doesn't want to lose another warrior. Termagants cripple the Catachans and move away. Ouch, Barbed Strangler forces them off. They have their Sergeant, which gives them that melter gun you saw. Hive Tyrant meanwhile finished the cap on the east, a 2-1 for Holy Hammer. 360 plays 420. Venom Brood on the way out. Stormtroopers on the field, here they are. Have their assault kit, which they of course need to pay for now in 3.18. It says in the tooltip there, increases damage taken, which I believe was actually removed in 3.18. They don't take more damage anymore with the assault kit, so that tooltip needs to be updated. You see the range these hotshot lasguns have. Lord General taking a lot of damage there, uses move to move a bit faster. And Venom Brood now have their range synapse, which is an upgrade you now need to purchase. Will greatly affect these triple termagants, boosting their damage and health. Venom Brood, of course, an anti-vehicle unit, which they do very well. Can't really hit infantry though. Ogren's on the way for LittleBelchenok. That could be dangerous. Termagants are moving to shoot up this power farm. Still no upgrades for this Hive Tyrant. Ogryns are on the field now. Grenade launcher lobbed in by the Katashans, who heal themselves with their medikit. Here come the Ogryns though. Powerful tier 2 melee unit for Imperial Guard. Very tough too. Can get a bonehead leader, which really helps them out. Vulnerable to suppression though, since they have no way to break it, and they are snared by crippling poison, which xHoLyHammer will be able to do 3 times, of course, with 3 termagant broods, but they are forced off. Barbed Stranger still sticking around to get hits off. They now have their bonehead leader. Lets them use your red, which boosts their speed and allows them to disrupt. Barbed Strangler warriors really don't want to get into melee with these guys. xHoLyHammer using them very well. Will they get a shot off? They do, and finally retreat. Everything reinforcing at base. Hive Tyrant died, I missed that. Guardsman took out a Hive Tyrant. Crazy. Here come Hormagaunts. Guardsmen don't want to be into melee with anything, and they lose only 1 member. 276 plays 415. Another Ogryn squad on the way for LittleBelchenok. Ouch, Lord General lost his entire retinue. Here come Ogryns now, need to cripple them, and there it is. Crippling Poison got a small range increase for the Termagants, with a zone Thrope on the field for xHoLyHammer. Artillery unit, doesn't need to set up. Nice AoE damage, but it's very vulnerable. A bit quicker now since the patch. xHoLyHammer will want to take that east side. Guardsman coming to take his natural though. 2-1 for LittleBelchenok. I think it will stay a 2-1. xHoLyHammer will take this one, and LittleBelchenok will take his natural. Katishan is level 2, forced off by triple termagants under range synapse. I'm not sure if Ogryns count as large infantry, in which case the Venom Brood will hit them pretty effectively. There's a creeper barrage on these Venom Brood. xHoLyHammer just retreats them, and they should get away, and do get away. Ouch, they took 1 loss at the end there. Double Ogryns with their bonehead leaders is very, very tough to deal with in tier 2. xHoLyHammer not happy about something.
Sir, we're losing a victory point.
These guards are not idle. Hormagaunts taking back xHoLyHammer's natural. So cost effective Ogryns, they're only 450.90. I mean, considering how tough and how effective they are, I think that's pretty cheap compared to a walker vehicle, which is like at least 120 power. Apart from the Death Dread, of course. Walkers in general nowhere near as effective as an Ogryn squad. But there you go, that's the meta. Manticore on the way for LittleBelchenok. Very, very heavy tier 2. Ouch, will the Hormagaunts get away? Lucky to escape that grenade launcher here, I think. xHoLyHammer really needs to micro his crippling poison well. Venom Brood managed to decap disrupted by the Ogren's user red. They use their medikit. Double zone throats for Holyhammer. Very, very dangerous. Cripples that Ogren squad, and a full retreat now. Ogrins will rip apart a zone thrower in seconds if they get into melee range. These Bar Stranglers also retreat. Don't lose a member. Holyhammer now getting his power hit. LittleBelchenok doing a fantastic job with double Ogrins and a Manticore. Heavy artillery unit with fantastic range. You need to manually target every shot though. Fires 4 rockets at a time. Ogren squad get away with no losses. Took out the node too. Formagants in their retreat path take out a member. Not cheap to reinforce Ogrins. Holyhammer pushing the east side. Here come Ogrins. There goes one crippling poison. Backs off his termagants. There's a Manticore strike. Expertly dodged by Holyhammer. Did take it in the face with one termagant brood though. Ogren's forced off, as is the Lord General. Can't deal with that. Holyhammer lost his power up here. Ogren's back at base, healing up. Manticore strike precariously placed. Venom Brood can get into range, it will die pretty quickly. Guardsman forced off the centre. Did cap it though. Holyhammer floating tons of power, as is usually the case for Tyranids. Lot of requisition bleed though. Hive Tyrant back on his feet incidentally. And we do see the rendered Talons, which I think are great. Seismic Roar is a fantastic ability, especially when it's combined with charge in and then do the Seismic Roar. If you level him up a couple of times, I think he has enough energy to do both straight off. There's a Manticore strike. Couple of hits went off, didn't lose too much. Grenade launchers are not quite making it over that rock. Here come Ogrins. There is the Seismic Roar of the Hive Tyrant, knocks back units, doing damage to them, and then leaves a load of green goo which does damage over time. Ogrins took a lot of damage, got into melee with the Venom Brood though, forcing them off. Here come Catachans now. Fantastic engagement here. Full retreat from Holyhammer. Hive Tyrant still stomping around with 400 HP. Should retreat though, I think, and is in retreat now. Ogrins can turn and engage him. Look at his health fly down, grief, and gets taken out. That's crazy. Retreat with 400 health, and Ogrins still rip you to shreds. 276 plays 262. Holyhammer, I think, has done a great job keeping the VPs close.
Upgrading tech.
And LittleBelchenok is going tier 3 now. Holyhammer needs requisition to be able to get something. He does have a crap ton of zeal, or biomass as Tyranids call it. The red resource. Here come Catachans. There is the grenade launcher, all reliable, and here's a Manticore strike. Holyhammer forced off again. Hive Tyrant rebought. Here come double zone thropes. Takes out a retinue member. Not very effective at hitting fast moving targets, or moderately fast moving targets. Hive Tyrant is going to try and cap, or decap at least. Catachans hitting him from range. Ouch, take a load of damage from the zone thropes, then get healed up. Here come the double Ogrins of Doom again. Seismic Roar goes off. Then he retreats after what happened last time. I don't blame him. Zone thropes put up their energy shields and float away. Not sure how they float. There you go. Psychic powers and all that. So Venom Brood, ouch. lose 2 members to a Manticore strike. They will try to finish the cap now. Another zone thrope on the way for Holy Hammer. Barb Strangler hits those Ogryns, and here's is that as a creeping barrage. Thought for a second it was a rocket run. Hitting those Barb Stranglers pretty badly. Only lost 1 member though, and full retreat from Holy Hammer. 276 plays 205. Double Ogryns is just so difficult to deal with for everything. Even with triple crippling poison and Barb Stranglers, still having a really tough time to deal with it. We have a bonded exoskeleton on the way for the Hive Tyrant, making it very tough if he wasn't already. There's Seismic Roar. Ogryns get out of the damage over time. Hive Tyrant retreated a bit prematurely. We have triple zone thropes now. With their speed buff, makes them a lot more useful. I think they also got a buff to their health regeneration aura, which is their unique synapse effect, though units have to be very close to get that effect. Here come Ogryns. Holy Hammer overexposing his zone thrope. We do have crippling voice in. Triple zone thropes, turn and shoot, and ouch, 2 dead Ogryns. There's a Manticore strike and full retreat. Almost full retreat from Holy Hammer. These triple zone thropes might be a very good idea if he can cripple the Ogryns and then hit them with the zone thropes. Look at the damage they're taking. Ogryns forced off. LittleBelchenok approaching the resources he needs for a Baneblade. Zone thrope. Sorry, Venom Brood up against Guardsman. Can't really do much to Guardsman apart from force melee, since their Venom cannons won't hit them. Won't hit them reliably anyway. Katashan's in melee with the Hive Tyrant with his Rending Talons does very nice DPS versus light infantry. Getting shot up by Time against 2. Katashan's just healed themselves with the Medipack. No use of Seismic Roar here, saving it for Ogryns, I imagine. Has his bonded exoskeleton, taking him up to over 1300 HP at level 1. Katashans will probably be forced off here, and they are. 276 pays 130. LittleBelchenok floating tons of resources. Holy Hammer still floating tons of power. Here come the triple zone thropes. Venom Brood trying to retake LittleBelchenok's natural. There's a Manticore strike I can hear. Hive Tyrant toughs it out, pops his invulnerability. Here come the double Ogryns, crippled, suppressed, and shot up by zone thropes though. Look at this. They do get their heal off and manage to force off Holy Hammer. He did a lot of damage though. Took out a member on that squad and got the squad very low. If he can turn around out of base quickly and get back into this fight, he in fact forced off the Ogryns. 242 pays 130, double cap for Holy Hammer. LittleBelchenok taking back his natural, puts down a demo charge. Venom Brood were forced off. Guardsman trying to retake Holy Hammer's natural here. Is that a 4th zone thrope coming up for Holy Hammer? Good grief, these Guardsmen died in seconds and down they go. Manticore strike didn't, ouch. I was going to say he didn't really hit much, but took out about 5 Termagant models there. 4 zone throats for Holy Hammer. I've never seen this before. Really are pretty nice with this speed buff. All of them put up their energy shields. Warp field, I think they're called, for Tyranids. LittleBelchenok standing by this victory point. Ogryns back to full strength. LittleBelchenok has tons of resources, could get a Lehman Russ. Hive Tyrant puts up his invulnerability. There's a Manticore strike, needs to move those Zone Thropes away. Excellently done again. Difference between a top player doesn't just retreat every time he sees a Manticore. Intelligently moves his units away. Ogren's moving to xHoLyHammerx natural. Here come quadruple Zone Thropes. Can't believe I'm saying this. And some Venom Brood, which are having a tough time hitting those Ogryns, but the Zone Thropes certainly aren't. LittleBelchenok not concentrating and loses an Ogren squad. That's a huge blow. Creeping Barrage dodged by xHoLyHammer again. LittleBelchenok cutting it close with these Ogryns and retreats them. Termagants leveling up. One squad did in a way, 2 squads level 2. Hive Tyrant only level 2. Lord General is level 5. Has his Commissar retinue member now. All of those little Tyranids he's killed leveled him up. There you see the shield that the Commissar Lord gives him. Puts all of his units into it, protecting it against range damage, but these are quadruple Zone Thropes shooting at him. Termagants retreat out. Ouch. Barbed Stranglers took a loss. Hive Tyrant again capping east. 1400 HP at level 2. His quadruple Zone Thropes are crazy. They're still level 1 despite all the stuff they've killed. One of them's level 2. Tier 3 now for xHoLyHammer. Baneblade on the field for LittleBelchenok. Zone Thropes do decent damage to vehicles. They also have their focused Warp Blast, which stuns or snares rather vehicles. This is a super heavy tank for Imperial Guard, bristling with guns, including 2 las cannons, demolisher cannon, main battle tank, and a couple of heavy bolters. Demo charge goes off, couldn't take out the last Venom Brood. 2-to-1 cap here for xHoLyHammer. He has, I think, spotted the Baneblade. Look at the amount of red resource xHoLyHammer has, over 900. Could use a Tyranid formation. Could almost use 2. What was that? That was the Demolisher Cannon, which, ouch, almost wiped the Termagant Brood. xHoLyHammer needs to retreat them. Down to 4 models, but very little health, and they retreat. Barbed Strangler shooting up Guardsmen who are trying to decap, and they do decap. And then retreat, good play. Now a 1-to-1, gonna be a 2-to-1 because these Barbed Stranglers will retake this VP. That Ogryn loss so damning for LittleBelchenok. Baneblade, very slow of course, is moving to the east side. Pretty much counters everything at range. Its weakness is very strong melee units. Hive Tyrant could get Crushing Claw, but other than that, the rest of his forces are in pretty big trouble if that Baneblade gets nasty. Here we see Seismic Roar again. One Ogryn member, goes down to these quadruple Zone Thropes. They turn and engage. The capping Ogryns. This could be nasty. Ouch! Wipes the squad. Crazy. That was insane. Quadruple Zone Thropes are running the show here. Here's a Tyranid formation right on the Baneblade. Did about 700 HP damage. Here we have a bunch of Zone Thropes shooting at it now. And the full retreat doesn't want to get hit by that Demolisher Cannon or the main battle cannon. Game has really turned around here for xHoLyHammer. Dealt with the Ogryns fantastically well with them Zone Thropes. Never would have thought of massing Zone Thropes to deal with Ogryns. Combined with the Crippling Poison though, it has worked a treat. Katashan's trying to get into melee with his Venom Brood. 171 plays 89. xHoLyHammer in the ascendancy, but he does have a victory point deficit to make up. Vox operator for LittleBelchenok. Allows him to call in reinforcements. Baneblade is now rolling through the center. Barbed Strangle Warriors can see this demo charge, but Holy Hammer has already given them a cap order, so they get demolished to the face. Don't lose a member though. Now we're Lehman Russ on the way for LittleBelchenok. Not sure how that's going to do against quadruple Zone Thropes and a Venom Brood though. See Holy Hammer spreading out his forces a little, doesn't want to get Manticored, which he hasn't gone after in this game. Barbed Strangler Warriors, did they go down? I think they did.
Cannon upgrade underway.
We have a Tyrant Guard on the way for Holy Hammer. 164 plays 69, a single cap for Holy Hammer. Gonna be a 2, gonna be a double for a little while. Now we're 2 to 1. Baneblade with Guardsman and Katashan support and a Lehman Russ, which Holy Hammer makes very short work of. Manticore Strike, ouch, hits the Zone Thropes, but doesn't take them out. Hive Tyrant has his Crushing Claw now, but this Baneblade is in big trouble. Guardsman forced off. Hive Tyrant is not moving, not sure why, now he is. Now in melee with the Baneblade. There's a Creeping Barrage, is it? Yes, Zone Thropes forced to retreat, but Holy Hammer doesn't want to risk losing them. Hive Tyrant Guard, sorry, in melee with a Lord General. Super heavy infantry unit. Very tough, cannot be suppressed or anything like that. Baneblade showing its rear armor to this Hive Tyrant. Look at the damage of every hit. Down to 1200 HP. Hive Tyrant now retreats at 500 HP. 124 plays 69. Tyrant Guard takes out the Lord General, which he shouldn't have done because the Vox operator was still alive. That's a bug there. Lord General should always die last.
Sir, we've secured the structure.
Stormtroopers on the field for LittleBelchenok.
Target structure has been destroyed.
Tyrannid formation spires being taken out since they grant a synapse to nearby Tyranids. You don't want them sticking around. Demolisher cannon, ouch, kills a bunch of termagants, and they retreat with 3 members. Zone Thropes doing their thing. 1-to-1 cap. Venom Brood with a single member run away. Tyrant Guard so slow when it's not under synapse. Another Tyrant Guard on the way for Holy Hammer. Here comes the Hive Tyrant with his big huge Crushing Claws. And he's going to try and cap under invulnerability, I imagine. No, he's going straight for this Baneblade. Monitoring Cannon tickles the Zone Thrope shield. Baneblade is being repaired by Guardsmen. There's a Creeping Barrage. Holy Hammer wants to stay in this fight if he can. Doesn't retreat. Well dodged again. Holy Hammer. This Hive Tyrant is doing a crazy job on this Baneblade. LittleBelchenok so slow to move it away. The Guardsmen that were repairing it died, and the Baneblade goes down to a Zone Thrope shot. Hive Tyrant now capping east. LittleBelchenok gets an Ogren out. Tyrant Guard under synapse now is a lot faster. Another one is at LittleBelchenok, sorry, is natural. Zone Thrope are safe. Yes. Holy Hammer takes it for a double. Might be a triple here.
This planet is infested with
Really top level play by Holy Hammer to deal with those double Ogryns, and LittleBelchenok calls GG, and that's the end of the game. Fantastic play by xHoLyHammerx, dodging all of those creeping barrages and Manticore strikes, and dealing with those Ogryns when it looked to be very, very tough with quadruple zone thropes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.